According to the CDC, heart disease is the leading cause of death for men, women, and people of most racial and ethnic groups in the United States. One person dies every 36 seconds in the United States from cardiovascular disease. Someone in the United States has a stroke every 40 seconds. Every 4 minutes, someone dies of stroke. Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia among older adults. 6.2 million Americans are estimated to be living with Alzheimer's disease in 2021. It is the fifth leading cause of death for adults aged 65 years and older, and the sixth leading cause of death for all adults. According to the Food and Drug Administration, a claim that a dietary supplement will augment a particular therapy or drug action that is intended to diagnose, mitigate, treat, cure, or prevent disease is a disease claim. A dietary supplement may state that it is useful in providing nutritional support as long as that claim doesn't imply disease. With that being said, any information or products presented here are not intended to diagnose, mitigate, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Recent medical focus has looked at the relationship between chronic inflammation and many health issues. According to Johns Hopkins, inflammation may promote the growth of plaques, loosen plaque in your arteries, and trigger blood clots, the primary cause of heart attacks and strokes. When a blood clot blocks an artery to the heart, you have a heart attack. If the blood clot blocks an artery to the brain, the result is a stroke. As a simple layman's explanation of plaque, something inflames the arterial wall. As a healing response, the body sends cholesterol to the injury site. The body also produces fibrin, a mesh-like protein structure, to combine with cholesterol to form a clot. If the clot is not dissolved, but remains due to chronic inflammation, a plaque can form. Over time, if the plaque is not dissolved, it can collect calcium. That is called arterial sclerosis. It has been discovered that certain natural substances have shown that they support our body's ability to fight inflammation and dissolve the accumulation of fibrin. Serrapeptase is an enzyme discovered at the University of Chicago in the 1980s. In a published clinical trial measuring the efficacy of serrapeptase post-surgery, it was found, quote, swelling throughout all the post-operative points of observation was also significantly smaller in size in the serrapeptase-treated group than in the placebo-treated group. No side effects were reported. In an open letter, German Dr. Hans Nieper reports, quote, we have therefore started to apply serrapeptase in cases of severe narrowings of the carotid arteries. The therapeutic results are excellent, certainly life-saving. It is, however, mandatory that the therapy be conducted for a very long time. The first reliable results can be expected after 6 to 8 months. Even up to 18 months after the onset of serrapeptase therapy, patients have still displayed improvement. Nattokinase is a proteolytic enzyme discovered in Japan in the 1960s. In a published review in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences, it states, quote, various animal and human trials have demonstrated that nattokinase improves blood circulation and helps decrease the risk of a variety of cardiovascular diseases without producing any adverse side effects, unquote. In a published clinical study on the effect of nattokinase on carotid artery atherosclerosis, scientists administered an oral dose of nattokinase to subjects for a treatment course of 26 weeks. The results, quote, the reduction in the nattokinase group was significantly profound. A 36.6% reduction in plaque size in the nattokinase group. In a published study in the World Journal of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, it is written, miracle enzymes serrapeptase and nattokinase mitigate neuroinflammation and apoptosis associated with Alzheimer's disease in experimental model. The study writes, quote, In conclusion, the present study provides strong evidence that serrapeptase and nattokinase have potent protective effect against Alzheimer's disease in Alzheimer's disease-like pathology model. The neuroprotective effect of serrapeptase and nattokinase might be attributed to their property as proteolytic enzymes, capable to degrade amyloid beta peptide, as well as their anti-inflammatory and anti-apoptotic potentials. Serrapeptase and nattokinase could be considered as an excellent addition to an Alzheimer's disease prevention program. The National Institute of Health says the body needs vitamin D to absorb calcium. Without enough vitamin D, one can't form enough of the hormone calcitriol, known as the active vitamin D. This in turn leads to insufficient calcium absorption from the diet. The National Library of Medicine writes vitamin D has recently been found to play an important role in the modulation of the immune/inflammation system via regulating the production of inflammatory cytokines and inhibiting the proliferation of pro-inflammatory cells. In a written review on the efficacy of vitamin K2, it is written, vitamin K2 promotes arterial flexibility by preventing accumulation of arterial calcium, and supplementation with it could correct calcium amounts in the body that are out of balance. With this in mind, Heartstrong Nutraceuticals is proud to present to you a patent-pending combination of serrapeptase and nattokinase in our proteolytic enzyme blend, and a combination of vitamins D3 and K2, an all-natural combination in one protocol to support a healthy body. For more information, instructional videos, links to scientific papers and research, go to www.forheartstrong.com.